I'm not new on YouTube. I have an older YouTube channel. Back in 2019, I started my first YouTube channel focused on software development. That channel got bigger and got me over 17,000 subscribers and over 3 million views. But there was a catch with that channel. Despite that, my first channel was getting around 100,000 views a month just from the regular videos. There are no YouTube shorts. The channel was only making about $300 in ad revenue, and this was the first lesson I learned. Getting a lot of views doesn't mean you make a lot of money. My first channel showed me that it is possible to become a full-time YouTuber because my videos was getting a lot of views, even more than I expected. But the amount of money the channel was making was not enough to go full-time. However, there are other channels on YouTube that are making thousands of dollars every single month, even with less amount of views. Because their content is either much more valuable, they have a much higher CPM, RPM, so they get more ad revenue, or they sell something that resonates with their audience, which was both not the case for my channel, because my RPM was very low and I wasn't selling anything, and even if I had, it wasn't worth to sell anything. In addition, you should enjoy whatever content you are creating, which was the second lesson I learned. Later, I realized I don't really enjoy that much creating software development tutorials because they are hard to make, and since of the tech nature, the videos become outdated quickly. So that reality hit a bit hard, even though it was my profession. Creating detailed software development tutorials was not only difficult, but also wasn't paying off financially. But I love being on YouTube and I enjoy creating content, so that's why I wanted to continue. If that's also the case for you, you can maybe consider changing your niche. And that was exactly what I did. I searched for a brand new niche. So after all of this outcome, it was obvious that I needed a new niche that I really enjoy being on. And of course, I should know something about that niche so I can start creating content. And if possible, it should also have better monetization opportunities. And if you can bring all of this together, that will be a perfect niche choice. So from this definition, we can say that an ideal niche is that you enjoy creating content, you have some knowledge about it, and there are good monetization opportunities. Luckily, there was one niche that fits this description so good, at least for me, which was content creation. I've always been passionate about content creation and learning new things and being on YouTube, so it's like a hobby for me. I also learned a lot of things about content creation in the past several years, so I also had some knowledge about it. And I realized that there were more opportunities in the content creation niche, so I decided to pick content creation as my new niche. In May 2022, I decided to take a leap and started a brand new channel, focusing entirely on content creation. And in the future, I will also bring additional content around online business and how to make money online. But if you look carefully, it took 2 years to get my first 1,000 subscribers, and that is a very long time. It should actually be faster, but there was a serious problem with the new channel and led my channel to die at the end of 2022, so I kinda had to make a restart. Like many new creators, I also watched hundreds of YouTube tips to educate myself on the best practices for growth. I learned a lot and thought that if I create high quality videos around a specific niche, that should naturally lead my channel to growth. And initially this strategy kind of worked, and I achieved to get my first 300 subscribers in the first couple of months after I started the channel. However, this initial success didn't last long, unfortunately. My videos suddenly stopped getting views and my channel just died. It felt like just hitting the brick wall, you know? And that was the third lesson I learned from content creation, which is don't rely on algorithms. Because the reason behind this was largely due to the nature of my videos. They were designed to be discovered through browse features and suggested videos, both of which heavily rely on the YouTube algorithm. And when the algorithm suddenly stops promoting your videos, now your channel dies. This is also a common issue that many creators face. Your channel's visibility is at the mercy of the algorithm. That also hit really hard, and it was clear that relying solely on algorithm-driven features was not a sustainable growth strategy. So, understanding this, I needed a different approach, a new growth strategy for my channel. When we go back to my first channel's data, we see that it was getting sustainable views every single month without dying, because those videos on my older channel were getting views mostly from YouTube search and external, which is Google search. So I decided to apply the same strategy on my new channel, which is making searchable videos. On searchable videos, your content relies on the actual number of searches. You are not that dependent on the algorithm anymore. If your content is good enough and if there is not much competition, the algorithm will then rank your video high on search results, and that's it. Once your video is ranked, it can bring you views for a very long time, maybe even years consistently, not just a couple of days. By the way, if you want to learn more about how to make searchable videos, I have another video you can check out later. So I started making searchable videos starting from the last year, March 2023, and at the beginning, the growth was very slow. On March 23, my channel got monthly over 1,000 views. Whereas 6 months later, on September 23, the results was much better with around 8,000 views. And this year, in March 24, my channel got over 30,000 views in a single month, just with searchable videos. And the growth phase was slow but consistently increasing, and therefore brings me 100 subscribers each month, finally helped me to reach 1,000 subscribers. It's actually much more valuable to get these subscribers to an email list, because then you can directly contact your subscribers through email. Otherwise, you are still dependent on the algorithm to reach your subscribers. That's why I can also suggest to start an email newsletter to contact your subscribers directly. And I also use a newsletter. If you join from the link below, I will be able to send an email directly to you when I upload a new video. So based on all of this data from both of my channels, we see that making searchable videos is a proven growth strategy on YouTube. There are also other ways you can use. It doesn't mean that you have to make searchable videos, but if you haven't tried this strategy, I would say give it a try. So hopefully after monetization, I can increase the ad revenue and the total revenue of my channel with the other methods I mentioned to become a full-time YouTuber. That will be the next step I will do. Try to go full-time as soon as possible. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.